I'm Marcus Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to get home, and I made a wrong turn.
Oh, the actions of basketball great Michael Jordan's son, Marcus, who you just saw there, are what's trending in true crime. The 34-year-old booked on suspicion of DUI, drug possession, and resisting arrest earlier this week in Florida. This after police found his blue Lamborghini SUV stuck on railroad tracks just outside of Orlando. On scene, it was Jordan's interactions with the officers that is grabbing many people's attention this morning. All of it, of course, captured on body cam. Take a look.
I got a couple questions for you.
What's up?
How much did you have to drive?
A little bit. Under the legal limit. 8, 9. Do we need extra tape for this?
No, sir.
No?
Do the turn.
So then here's the turn, And then I'm going 9 back, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right.
Come on, man. Like, what the
I believe you have too much space tonight. Okay. Just letting you know. Okay.
I disagree with that, sir, but whatever you say.
All right, so this morning, the question we're asking first, does the name dropping make it worse for him? Let's bring in our power panel now. With me, attorneys Michael J. Brown and John Phillips and private investigator Manuel Gomez. Good morning to you all. Manuel, let me start with you. Being someone who served in law enforcement for many years, how does it go, when somebody name drops like this guy did?
Well, him name dropping caused these police to take the next level of professionalism. They made sure that they dotted their I's and crossed their T's with Marcus. And in essence, I'm glad that he name dropped because it made sure that nothing bad happened to him and that everybody was hyper professional. But this case is a remnant of, to me, of like almost a Karen Huger case. In essence, he wasn't able to comprehend that he was on a train track and the severity of what he did, and the cops questioning everything they did. I gotta commend them, was on point, first-rate police work.
Well said, Manuel. Thank you for that commendation for those officers. You're right, they sure deserve it. Driving drunk is a dangerous, deadly thing to do. It's like playing Russian roulette. Every time somebody gets behind the wheel, somebody could be killed. And they potentially saved his life as he was stuck on those tracks. And he kept saying, just let me go, I want to keep going. And they're going, no. And what if a train had come by? Those officers really helped him. Michael J. Brown, I see you nodding. I'm going to go to you next, please. Your thoughts here.
Good morning, everybody. Julie, name dropping in today's world with the advent of body cam and dash cam really is not going to get you anywhere because everything's being recorded and the police officers know that. The downside is, number one, is you're trying a defense attorney to negotiate a disposition favorable to your client with the prosecutor. It's a very entitled attitude that he has displayed, and that's going to affect their plea bargaining options for you. The other really bad part of it is if he decides to go to trial, and just looking at him and name dropping, something tells me he's going to want to proceed to trial. That video, if it comes out in front of a jury, is very damaging because if I'm a prosecutor, I'm doing my best to get that statement in, and really it's the consciousness of guilt. It's why is the defendant saying who he is and his relationship to Michael Jordan? Is because he's guilty and he's doing his best to get out of the situation. Very bad look, and I think it can be very damaging.
So well said, Michael. Thank you for that. Yeah, he just wouldn't stop. I watched the whole thing, and once he gets in the back of the cruiser, he's a little bit miffed that the officer doesn't know who he is. And essentially, like, you should know who I am. The officer's like, I don't know you. I haven't met you before. Who are you? And he seems to be a little bothered by that arrogance. Not good, but as you both said, these officers are so professional. John Phillips, the last but not least here, what do you think about the name drop?
Look, it happens. I see it, unfortunately, too often with friends or affiliates of NFL players. This is that intersection of courts and sports. And in looking up Marcus, his Instagram handle is AirMJ. He has a business that kind of is a chip off of his dad's legacy. So this is just kind of something that he does. But to your non-drinking, non-driving audience, let this be a reminder to that Fifth Amendment exists for your protection. Don't do what he did. He talked his way right into a great criminal case against himself.
He sure did. He sure did, John Phillips, yes. And there's more we want to show you. Here's another clip we pulled. So he's in custody, and off camera, he makes an assessment of the officers driving on the way back to the station. Let's take a look together.
8439 48439.
48439. Bringing in a hot commodity. 5.2. But I'm drunk.
So he tells the officers they're bringing in a hot commodity. John Phillips, I see your reaction. My goodness here. Okay, so there's more. According to police, he gets back to the station, and once he's there and out of the car, and unfortunately this part isn't on camera, but the officers who witnessed it said that he wanted to hear some Mariah Carey. He requested to hear some Mariah Carey. He refused to speak to reporters after he was released on Tuesday from the Orange County jail. And so our next question we're posing, we're going to have you all fill in the blank. So we're going to let you all, go where you might hear. Marcus Jordan is blank in his arrest video. Okay? Fill it in. John Phillips, I'll start with you this time. Go ahead.
Double dribbling. Okay, double dribbling is not allowed in the NBA, and he was double dribbling at every opportunity, maybe even triple dribbling.
I love it. That's so good. Michael J. Brown, to you next, please.
My inclination, I had a different inclination. It's a PG show, so I'll go with he's really guilty.
I like it. I like it. And Manuel Gomez, you fill in the blank next.
And my thing is that he's going to be found completely guilty, and drugs in this case will most likely be heroin. So because of the syringe. So this is a slam dunk.
Heroin, really? Tell me why you say that. We want to hear more.
The reason why, because the syringe indicates that white bag was most likely heroin, because, heroin can be bleached white as well. Now, I know they said possibly cocaine, but the reason why I'm saying no, because what would be the point for the syringe? And he also stated that he did not use insulin, and he was not a diabetic. So that narcotic bag and the syringe indicates that was possibly heroin. And unfortunately, Julie, heroin is a big comeback now, and it's cheap and it's a longer high. And that's why I said before, it goes back towards the Karen Huger case, or the inability to have judgment of what he was doing, that his life was at risk. He was driving on a train track and he couldn't comprehend it. Just the same way that Karen couldn't comprehend when she hit a tree and her car was on fire and she still wanted to go inside the car. And this is indicative of people on these type of narcotics. The common sense just goes right out the window, and this video proves it unequivocally. Like my colleague said, it's a slam dunk for a prosecutor.
Manuel, thank you so much for that insight. That really adds a lot, because we haven't gotten a look at any paperwork yet, as he was just arrested and it'll all get pulled and made public. But drug possession is one of the charges, and so I bet you are right, based on what you just told us, that it is heroin in his possession. We shall see, and once we confirm that, we will share it. I would say that Marcus Jordan is arrogant in his arrest video. Arrogant, that would be the word I would pick. But we'll continue talking about it. We'll see if he pleads or decides to fight it. I'm sure Dad is not proud of that.